The doorway to the underworld is the womb. It's the woman. We just said the woman is the priestess of the underworld, which is not really underworld, but for the sake of conversation, we'll call it the underworld. And the woman is the representative of earth, nature. And we, male or female, have a body, and the woman's natural rhythm and cycle takes her, absorbs her into the body at a level. There's other levels of initiations, but this is already a huge start. Right? Let's pretend, because I don't want to get into this, it's a big conversation. But let's say that there is an actual connection. It's arguable, but I don't want to say that. It is said that the menstrual cycle of women is connected to the cycle of the moon. I don't want to get into this. This is another conversation, interesting conversation. We'll definitely have the conversation. But let's just say that it's true. It's right? Imagine, this is the fucking moon. Who the fuck knows what the moon is? Whatever it is, it's over there. It's bright, it's pretty, it moves, it's perfectly intelligent, it's always on rhythm, it's always on point, it's always the right time, you can exactly, right, and it shines in the night and takes a vacation for a couple of days, then reappears, starts over. This is like, it's like you have the sun, the most magnificent thing that we can perceive with our eyes in this world. Then there's the moon, which is as magnificent, but different. And both the sun and the moon control everything happening on earth. And her cycle is connected somehow to that. So her cycle not only connects her to the rhythm of nature, it connects her, because nature is in the cosmos, connects her to the cosmos. This is not like complex thing, you understand this? It's not new agey. That's why I was kind of like saying, let's pretend that it's the case, or let's say it's arguable, because we can make the case that it is. It is, but this is just conversation, right? Food for thought. So imagine. So when her cycle kicks in, it's despite her, despite what she wants, not what she wants, despite what a little robot mind at the top, the conditioned social thing, right? That kicks in. And it is totally in sync with the sun, the superpower, like no sun, dead everything. Problem solved, okay? And the moon, which I'm not sure if there's no moon, everything is dead, but everything is going to be very different. That's for sure. And the kind of harmony that we have would be a different kind of harmony. So these things that control life on earth, she follows that rhythm. If this is a song, she's on that beat. And all she got to do is learn how to dance on that rhythm. Wouldn't that, like, there's all kinds of different kinds of intelligence, right? There's people who like to move and shit like this, right? It's great. I love to move too. So you listen to a song, rhythm is a dancer. You listen to the song, and then you get into the song, and then the song moves you, and then what? Do I need to read the lyrics? The song is vibration. The vibration vibrates through me. Now I am the song. I don't need to use my intellect to understand the song. I am the song. The intellect is a bonus for the pleasure of being fucking smart. You don't need to be smart to be on the rhythm. You don't need to be smart to feel it. You don't need to be smart to understand it. Understand it, right? Because you the song. That little that men worship, everybody worships nowadays, it's not fair to men, but that form of intelligence that's become the supreme form of intelligence, which is just like a recent innovation, okay? It has its purpose, I'm not disrespecting, but it's just a recent innovation, right? It's like a couple of years, and it's out of like billions of years. It's a recent innovation. If it wasn't for the fact that we say that our ancestors and ancestors from far away were stupid monkeys from trees that like uba, we wouldn't think that it's so amazing, okay? But this is the narrative, so you understand. So back to what I'm trying to say. That woman can tune herself to cosmic rhythm just by hanging out with herself at home. Well, you can't do that, dude. We can do other things. I don't want to do what women do. I'm good. Really. But I respect what's awesome. That's fucking awesome. That's fucking cool, man. You could do that? If you're busy doing that, you think she'd be busy trying to be a man? And if she don't do that, then who the fuck's gonna tune it? Like, if you're you're the fork that tunes itself to like earth and cosmic vibrations. Like, so if you add a tuned, I'm gonna fucking nail one right there. You pay attention. If your job is to be in tuned with the music or the vibration of this realm, connected to that realm, and you add a tune, we fucked. That's your job. My job is to solve the problems. We the man, we solve problems. What's your problem? Isn't that right? We solve problems, don't we? We solve whose problems? We solve her problems. Why else would you invent shoes? Who fucking needs shoes? Why would you invent anything? You invented for her. You know that. Maybe you don't because you're not so smart, but maybe you understand. Everything men do is for women. Of course. But you still haven't figured it out, or you're in denial. So, if her job is to tune herself to that rhythm, but she ain't doing that job, and now trying to act like she the man. Well, first of all, she can't be the man, because she's not the man. She doesn't have that disease. That's so fun, eh? That connects to another video from before. Okay? She doesn't have access to that. It's not natural for her. So if she's busy trying to be a man, who the fuck is tuning, who is doing the job to tune themselves to the vibration of stuff? So let's pretend the population of Earth is 8 billion people, and let's pretend there's 4 billion women. So if 4 billion women were actually plugged into the music of the spheres there, I call it like this, wouldn't we be in a different world? Now, that's awesome. Do I feel less empowered as a man that she does that? I'm like, no, you do your job. I don't do that shit. I don't want to do that shit. I don't know how to do that shit. I can't do that shit. I can do something else. And I can do something in relation to that for sure. And I will and I want to. But I don't do that. That's your thing. That's why you awesome. That's why you're the goddess. That's why I get on my knees and lick that pussy. Not all the time, in some cases, when it's good. Right? Because that's the goddess. Now look at the world we live in now. Does that look like a goddess to you? That looks like a doll that's confused with fake boobies, fake pretty much everything, lost, doing everything possible to run away from her nature, which catches up to her every month, at least until it doesn't catch up to her. And that's what in the modern medicine we call menopause, right? You know this, of course. And what does she do all her life? She tries to be, quote unquote, the man. Now this is within society, and society has got nothing to do with reality, and the man in society isn't the man, and the woman in society isn't the man. They are animals in a zoo. Okay? So, but I'm just trying to like give perspective and angles. So, men today, women also, men today don't know nothing about women. For a man, I'm sorry to say, it's a nice ass, that's it. And men, even though they have to act politically correct and all of this, they don't give a fuck what a woman has to say, because in the realm of intellectualism, unless you're a rare exceptional woman, I don't give a fuck. Like generally, men will not say that. Okay, they will not say that anymore, or some will, but rarely, because it's totally, absolutely politically incorrect. Okay, but in academia, women are now in charge. I'm like, academia is for fucking women, because they teach you how to repeat. In the realm of thought, that's why men have constructed everything and built everything since forever, because this is our domain. So a man who's good at what he does, I'm like, listen, you're beautiful, and just go over there, okay? I don't care. There's some exceptions, of course, okay? But generally. So here's what I'm trying to say. Men don't know what a woman actually does. What her actual power is. They don't fucking know. They don't know who they are first, but they have absolutely no idea what women are. They don't really respect women. And I understand their position. There's like a mystery. We're blinded. And look at what they see. So this is also a big conversation that we can take and we'll address a little later on. But just to say on this flow, so like, I'm a man, I don't know fuck all about women. Who's teaching me? My own mom doesn't know fuck all. And my they know just like little. Look at what I just said. I like to make things epic. Look how epic what I just described is, and look at how they live. I'm like, people don't know. And this is not like new age shit where you're like, yes, we're connected. I'm talking about like your body is like an instrument, like a tool, like a machine. It's an antenna. This is not supposed to be like, let's read a new age book and pretend that now we're connected to Mother Earth with our minds and our imagination. No, I'm talking about like, it's like power is plugged in, like the internet, real stuff. Not imaginary bullshit to stimulate your energy centers. No, I'm talking about real attunement. So if that's, I've just simply described it, I don't think anybody can deny what I'm saying. It's very easy to understand. If that's what she can do, doesn't that make her like supreme? I'm like, well, that's the womb, bro. That's what real pussy is about, bro. It's not pussy, that would be disrespectful, but it's like, pussy's the surface. This is okay? This is like the goddess. This is the womb power. This is supreme. It can build. It can make anything. And here you are pounding the shit out of it, punishing it. I don't know what else you're doing to it, but I know you're creative. You've received proper education from pornography, of course, and hip hop. Come on. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. So obviously, men don't know fuck all about women, and women know even less about themselves. This is the worst. I'm a man. How am I supposed to know unless I see it and then somebody teaches me? Somebody got to teach the man. Man is dumb. You got to teach everything to the man. He has to learn it, then integrate it within himself. Yeah, okay. That's that kind of robot. Fine. But look at the women. They don't know fuck all. They don't know shit all. They hate themselves. they hate themselves so deeply. It's like a worldwide pandemic of self-hatred of female. It's disgusting. And then you gotta like go next to it and it stinks. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Okay, do you see what I'm trying to tell you? So both the man and the woman within the context of this modernity of society, like the system, the zoo, right, are completely lost and confused. And look at what now, if you take this in consideration, you don't have to believe me, you don't have, but you feeling me, I know you're feeling me. This is clear, you're feeling me. So let's push this a little further. If you understand, this is because we're talking about the so-called underworld, which is not the underworld, it's reality, the nature's realm. Now, if you understand this, now look at what the narrative of society pushes. Listen. I've read a lot of fucking shit and I've studied a lot of things. I've listened to lots of teachers, from feminists to extremists. I don't care. I learn from anybody who believes in. If you believe in what you're saying and you've devoted your life to it and you're interesting, I'll listen to you because I learn from everybody. I don't mind. Okay? So I've studied feminism also. I certainly didn't go to university to study feminism because why? You need to. You go on the internet and look at what they teach. Now, from the superficial layer of social narrative, yeah, I understand what they're saying from a point of view. Fine. Okay, in some cases, sometimes they're okay, but how's that female empowerment? I just told you that your apparatus makes you the divine attuner of existence. That's what I just fucking said. You want power. What more power do you want from this? What more power? Like, this is supreme power. What am I supposed to do? Like, this is a circus show. We're in a circus show. And what I'm saying is deep. What I'm saying is so not deep, it's so fundamental, it's so basic, it's like taking a shit. Like, is taking a shit, yeah, it could be deep, it's true. Is it, like, it's basic, it's fundamental. A little kid knows how to take a shit. He may not know how to do math, but he knows how to take a piss and a shit. So this is at the same level. It's like basic. It's just so basic. It's the foundation of stuff. So look what the narrative of the zoo is putting in the minds of the woman. How are they ever telling her about her nature? All they're telling her is to go away from their nature. Seeking a form of empowerment that has nothing to do with her actual power. The empowerment that they're selling her is an empowerment that requires her to squeeze her nature more. So, I'm not saying that a woman should stay at home. I don't give a fuck about what you do, whatever the hell you want to do. That's not what I'm saying. I'm trying to say it's like, well, that's not really empowering. I just told you what's empowering. You. And I'm very comfortable with that. I don't live at the surface. Well, I do. I live everywhere. But I'm like, these are truths. I've worshipped at the temple of the female and the goddess. I'm like, dude, you desecrate that temple, you're fucked, man. Anyways, you do whatever you want, but this is another subject. So this is the situation. This sounds funny. Then you have the New Agers, of course, who jump in and want to womb this and then we're gonna like take our blood and just like paint ourselves with it because it's sacred, because it tunes us. And then you see normal people watching this is like, I don't want to be, this is fucking weird. I'm like, it's a thing. What I'm talking, is taking a shit a thing? Is taking a piss a thing? If it wasn't for Instagram and all this nonsense, nothing is a thing. It's just normal. It's aadi, as we say in Arab. It's normal. It's like whatever. Doesn't need to be glorified or romanticized or like, oh my God, and now let's pretend we're priestesses and dress in veils and all this shit just so that we can be special and take pictures and put them on Instagram so we can have likes and sell more courses. You understand what I'm trying to say? All I'm trying to tell you is like, well, that's superpower. And that's not only a superpower, that's a fucking responsibility and a half. One that the woman doesn't want to look at. Because if you take what I said, like, look at me, man. What do I know? I don't know anything. But let's pretend that for the sake of conversation, you're humoring me and this is interesting. Okay? So let's pretend that what I'm saying is hypothetically true. So I just said that the woman is able to tune herself to the natural rhythm and the cosmic rhythm. And she now becomes the vibration, right? Because this is music. Remember, you may not hear the music, but you cannot deny that there's a beat. You can see it with your own eyes. Imagine we made a sound of every little subtle motion that you can perceive if you stare at it long enough. Wouldn't that make music? Yes or no? It would. Okay? So clearly there's a music. You just don't hear it with your physical ears. But clearly there's a music. So she can tune herself to that dance, to that music, and dance that music. So she incarnates and grounds that vibration consciously. Not like the animals. The giraffe doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Nor does it need to know what's going on. It's not designed to be conscious. It's designed to be the giraffe. It just holds down a certain kind of frequency. Its job is not to be conscious. The female can be conscious about what she's doing. Conscious doesn't mean she can explain it with her intellect. Conscious means I'm living it and I know. Right? So imagine now what that would do to the atmosphere, to the men she births, another big subject we'll address later, to the women she births. Because never forget, you the man, of course you the man, but you did come out of a pussy. So every little thought that mommy had made you. Every thought that grandmommy had made mommy, and every thought mommy had made you. And we can do that for a long time. So although you the man, you are the byproduct of female thinking. This is basic. This is not complex, but you superheroes busy doing I don't know what, conquering humanity, well, maybe you outsource this kind of thinking to me. So like, subscribe, and I'll do that part for you, and you be the man, and I'll be the, I don't know, the weirdo. How about that? Okay, I'll be that dude. I'm that dude, and you do that. Like, subscribe to have access to. I'm a comedian. So, anyways, I think you understand what I'm trying to say. So this is this is a divine job. What the fuck does this have to do with being an engineer or flying a plane? This controls the atmosphere in our realm. And the man, from nature's point of view, it goes much deeper than that, but I'm trying to bring down a tone, all right? Try to follow me. I know it's hard for you because you don't understand much. Or maybe you do. So if you do, great. So what is the man now doing? I am the man, and therefore my job is to make sure that she can do her job. So if she got a problem, I'm going to solve that. If it takes a lot of energy to do this, and it takes her out of her job, I'm going to solve that problem. And then I'm going to solve that problem. And I'm going to solve that problem. Because if she goes out of tune, we fuck. Don't you get it? Then once in a while, I'm going to go get some love. You're going to go to the temple, and the goddess is going to bless you with bliss. Not a quick come, you stupid fucking loser. Or a long come, because you're the man, of course. No, I'm talking about bliss. That means the presence of the goddess that now grants you a boon. Where the hell are you going to meet the goddess? If it's not the female, who's the representative of the goddess, and her temple, and her body is the temple, and well, you got to know how to stroke the lamp so that the genie shows up, bro. Well, you most likely don't know how to do that because you ain't never met a goddess, have you? You grab them fake boobies and you're like, you the man, I'm going to bone that shit and she's going to have 18 orgasms. No goddess. We should have a conversation about orgasms, but we'll do it later. Anyways, I apologize, this is a little theatrical, but the point of what I'm trying to say is that clearly the woman is designed to do something in regards to nature. And men, in the light of this, his function becomes also very clear, which doesn't remove any power that he has. Because if he decides that he's not going to solve the problem, then the whole thing is fucked. Right? Fuck you, I'm not solving your problem. Why should I? I don't need you. Well, technically you kind of don't. But if you don't solve the problems, then she goes out of rhythm, and then that means the whole vibration is fucked up. That means everything is in hell. And that means your child is going to be a fucking psycho. Which means everything's fucked because you didn't do your job. So this is a partnership. Isn't it? It's not about you no more. It's certainly not about her, because if you don't do your job, she's going to have a problem. But this is a big responsibility that she has, and your responsibility is as big, just different. And you're endowed with the capacity to solve problems and that kind of mind. So you can solve any problem. Look at what men have made. I'm talking about men with cocks and testicles. Of course, just a few exceptions. Just a few. Look at the stuff that they do. It's fucking insane. Who does that? Why do you think he's doing that? Secretly, he wants to be. He wants pussy. So somehow everything is there. It's just twisted, confused, and sick. Anyways, there's more to say about that, and there's more to say about the component of the men's side. There's more. I just began to unpack. Just began, okay? Before you get nervous, just relax, okay? This is from nature's point of view. I think it's pretty clear. All of this because we dare to speak. And who am I? I am a man. I am an imbecile that knows nothing about women. How can I know? But all I did is hypothetically speak about the menstrual cycle that I did observe multiple times, smelled, tasted, touched, cleaned, bunch of things. But I never had any, thank God. But men do have their own version of this, but that's another conversation. So what am I trying to say? What the fuck do I know? Nothing. By basic observation, just like a 12-year-old could understand this. Maybe not a 6-year-old because they're not interested in this. Everybody can understand. We don't have to go in deep philosophy, metaphysics. I'm like, just like, look how it works. It's not so complicated. So, yeah, let's pretend I never said that. Let's scratch this, take your phone and click and it's over. That's what I have to say.